It's not 2 kills, so whatever.
Right?
No. Where's my guy? We're not in the same. Aha, we're going into heavyweights. I don't know. We can go into heavyweights if you want.
Yeah.
I don't remember, which one. I think it's some battle guy again. Go what? He had the power.
Coming up next, a matchup for the UFC Light Heavyweight Division title.
And
All right, here we go. Bigger than this, 5 rounds is needed for the UFC's Light Heavyweight Championship.
Good boy, Henry.
How about that shake? Big left.
it's the East Coast, motherfucker.
How about that shake? One more, and it could be lights out.
That guy's hairy. I can see the hairs on him. He's a hairy Viking. Really? I swear they updated the blood. The blood looks better than before. Maybe it's just me. They keep on updating shit, I wouldn't be surprised. That was actually sweet though. It landed like oh so perfectly. Kind of looked awkward too. Referee Dan, whatever his name is. The back moves. You can see him leaning back as he's doing it.
result for him here tonight. And on the other side, he didn't take much damage. So, big win for him here tonight. Look at this.
Notorious got all that.
Huh?
And there he is, the light heavyweight champion of the world.
Dabby time, baby? Dabby time? Not quite yet.
We now go to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
I got my payback in basketball. That was a decisive win. I just had you dancing there. It was like you were going for the three, I was going for the dunk. You were going for the dunk. You were trying to block the dunk, I was going for the three. Just, I'm used to that shot though, Larry Bird. I chose my guy specifically. I'm like, I want a tall guy that can shoot. I was thinking Kevin Durant at first, but I'm like, I'm really used to Larry Bird's shot lately. I'm gonna go with Larry Bird. That's why you saw me pick Kevin Durant at first, and then be like, you know what? I'm gonna go with Larry Bird. They're both the same height, I think. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bank on Larry Bird this time. I'm more used to his shot lately. So I took Larry Bird's shot. I just banked on Larry Bird's shot over. And Shaquille was big man that can rebound, that can also set screens. Like, big boy that's like a big brute that grabs rebounds, that can also just be a big man. Yeah. The two work very well together, rebound. That's why I just rebound, pass back out, rebound, pass back out, rebound, pass back out. You saw how efficient it was. It works really well. It's a pretty mean duo. Could probably do it even more efficiently with, who would it work really well with? Probably Embiid and Towns. Because they both can shoot threes. Or Embiid and Bird. Embiid and Bird would probably work really well. Or Towns and Bird. Probably work really well because they can both shoot threes. I think Embiid's shot's a little bit quicker than Towns' shot though. Bird's shot's pretty quick, as you saw. It's a pretty fast shot. Mean. That's what it looks like too. When you look at it properly, it looks like he puts his elbows up, puts the ball behind his head, and just launches it. Almost like a lob pass. Like, fuck, are you even like aiming? Like, yet he was dropping more threes than anybody else back then. So yeah, he was aiming. How the hell you aim when you don't even know where the ball is? It's just like you release it, you see it after you release it. You're like, okay, it's going in. Off the backboard, off the rim, backboard again, swish. Used to call shit like that. Crazy motherfucker. Yeah, when he was on fire, I was just taking advantage of him. Oh, we're both on fire. Well, I can do whatever I want. Dunk or shoot. Vicious. Takeovers in this game are just... As long as you don't release late. When you're on fire, it seems you have to release... If you're gonna release, if you have the choice between releasing slightly early or slightly late, you want to be slightly early. When you're shooting normally, it seems to vary, but when you're shooting on fire, it seems to like it a lot more when you don't shoot late. You shoot just ever so slightly early, whatever. You shoot ever so slightly late, don't like it as much. It's better to be a little bit early than a little bit late. chucking it over his head. That's what it looks like. It looks like he's chucking it over his head. And you're like, that's those things that. How's he doing it? Why is it going in? I thought it was a lob pass. Like, fucking bird.
Probably tired and then go and get a drink from the store.
Oh. No, I see how it is.
Somewhere after I caught my car. Gave me, what did you give me? $2 $10. Cost him $10.
$2.10.
What the fuck is that? It used to be $2. Now we got it up 10 cents.
Welcome to inflation, son. It's a brutal bullshit thing. It is quarter. Yeah, it's
Bye, I love you.
I love you. I was doing something. I was gonna make fun.
Oh, that's what she said.
That's what I said. That's why I went and watched it.
I love you.
I freaking keep forgetting. I keep wanting to eat Doritos, and then I keep forgetting that I didn't buy any when I was at the store.
He's going now.
I don't know. Broke. I give you my money back.
What money did you give him?
$2. No, I'm good. I have crackers.
You're gonna talk about your chips until you get them. So.
I got soup and crackers. I got soup and crackers. And I got the right kind this time. I got the smoked
Flew out of my
ham.
fingers, you see. I didn't even want to stay in my house. I didn't even want to stay in my house.
I even got chicken noodle cup soup.
You look like chicken noodle cup soup.
No, I don't.
Who would look like chicken cup noodles, whatever. Buzz.
Goodbye.
Buzz, buzz.
Goodbye.
I love you. Here. Here, before it falls and... Oh,
Yes.
it fell and it's gone to the Never Never Land.
No, I didn't. You get me the... Well, they're $2 for $3, so 2 small bags of zesty Doritos.
Selling another brand?
No, the zesty Doritos, they're 2 for $3.
The
The
orange
small
bag.
bags.
Oh, yeah.
The orange bag, the orange bag, the orange bag. Not the red bag, Iggy.
Why don't you just get a big bag instead of 2 small ones?
Okay, just get a big bag.
Thank
Thank you.
What I say? What I catch that? Round with me. Come on, match that. Then it's like a slide through. That house with me running through that.
Who's so
Like it's
cute?
bad. I remember all those days I was broke, but I'm
Yeah,
past that.
yeah.
Get the job done when I'm
You wearing your
out.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
It's like
your
when
Batman
I
shirt?
like it back that.
I don't have a... I probably do have a Batman too.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
It's the first one I found.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K
Yeah.
Sports. Ernie Johnson.
Actually, we have a
Shaquille
couple
O'Neal.
of different
Ten.
Batman ones.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets play against the Suns out
Batman.
in Phoenix. Well, for the Suns, they are hungry for a win here. Last season, they got swept by this team. 4 straight losses, something they haven't forgotten.
Hey!
All day
Are
to
you
watch
making
this one.
brew? Are you making
One of the
brew?
best low post players of all time is yourself. Give us your thoughts on why the stretch five has become so popular.
Well, in a
Oh my
lot of
God,
offenses
is he
these days,
gorgeous.
floor spacing is king. And what you see now, you see a lot of bigs.
You're gonna be stuck there. You're not moving from there. You're gonna fall
Yeah,
asleep.
even the younger centers. You think of Towns and
I've
Cousins
seen
and
it.
Embiid,
He
as
does
powerful
that.
as they are, they love to stay on the perimeter and shoot that three ball. So it's hard to stay
He's
on the
got
floor right
magical
now if you
sleeping
can't shoot.
powers.
Yeah, you came into the league at the right
Magical
time.
put you to sleep powers.
I would have made him win first.
He's like,
So you'd have a hard time getting off the
What are
bench.
those
these
things
days,
that put
Shaq,
you to
because
sleep?
because you're shooting three ball.
Shaq on the bench. Don't even sound right together.
You know those mythical beasts that put you to sleep? That's what he is.
That can be pretty tasty.
No, that doesn't sound like together.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
he's a mythical beast that puts you to sleep.
Did you
Like
find that
a
amusing?
fucking Fafnir or Fenrir or something. I don't
Give me
know.
a big
Something like that. Magically puts you to sleep. He does it. Magical pooper powers.
Houston's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter.
Chris,
Brett, we're already starting to hear
grab spoons too. Yeah. Awesome, thank you.
some trade rumors out there. Is it ever too early to start making changes?
If you talk to any good GM, it's never too early to start thinking about how can I make this roster better.
Constant thought.
There are some times, though, and I think we've seen this through the years, where there might be a player that's on the roster that, whether there's a coaching change or his approach to the season, maybe it's a contract year and mentally he's not really where he needs to be, that sometimes teams that get in there think, might need to remove this now for us to get where we need to go. And that might be some of the reasons why, Kevin, we're hearing some names this early in the season.
Exactly. And so in the game for the Rockets, Jay out there with Chris. Then there's Towns, then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the point guard. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Whoa!
In that last matchup against the Pelicans, he led off the floor. Just an incredible number of points and was just as productive at the defensive end, coming up with a number of steals. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
And the great players are never satisfied. We'll see what he does in the next one.
The Suns making a change here. Kavanaugh's checked in. Using his post move to get the 2 points.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is. We see it very clearly. Now, here's Warren. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Rocket 6. Off the pick. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Warren going at it right now on offense, just smelling points out and does not get rattled by some tight defense.
Here's Jay. Here's Capella. And he uses the glass on the way. Capella's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
The Suns have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. To the middle, here's Ayton. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
There's the double team with Warren. And the dunk by Towns.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You gotta love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
Also like the adjustments that they've made. Each time they're defended a little bit differently, they seem to have the answer for it.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
They're just not good court awareness there. You cannot afford to be careless. That just leads to bad turnovers.
Suns have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. They set the pick. Passes it to Ayton. Shoots over Towns, and it's Ayton missing.
You can't afford to let guys get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
Here's Jay, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Really like that work there. He has really established a low post presence.
Well, Phoenix shooting 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter.
Sorry, it's evil, it's horrible.
Now the dish to Warren.
But
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And it's the Suns with the ball. Kavanaugh kicks to Warren. There's the pick.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss. And the Suns have never won an NBA title. It's amazing for such a proud and storied franchise. Just one trip to the finals since the merger back in 1993. That was when they lost to the Chicago Bulls.
And they just look so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, the crowd got in here tonight and sat down, and that's where they stayed all night long, extremely poised, which has led to a monster lead.
So it's Phoenix now. The Rockets making the shot. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Kavanaugh. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kavanaugh's got his first 3 points of the game.
How can you forget about him? He's not going to miss that open of the look.
Irving passes to Jay. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jay's got 44.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
There's a screen. Here's Bridges. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017. Won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
And Phoenix making a change. Booker's checked in. Harden hits them both. The Suns shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. To the paint. Stolen by Harden. Irving passes to Jay. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation, using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Here's Kavanaugh. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Free throw drops for Ayton. The Rockets making a switch here. That one is no good. Harden against Booker. Here's Jay, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And so it's the Houston Rockets holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks, we're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And how disruptive was he in that first half? I mean, creating havoc, causing turnovers, and really energizing his team.
So many times we talk about offensive players being in a great rhythm, but right now defensively, he's in one. Great anticipation and reading those passing lanes.
Okobo and Booker are their backcourt. Zach Randolph is out there with Josh Jackson. And it's 8 in at the 5 spot. Who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Jay. And another one.
My goodness. 50 for the 8.
Yep, he is putting on a show. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at Milwaukee. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And Houston, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
Now here's Booker. Tipped away. Down low. Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
The first free throw is good. And Jackson plays with a great motor. He's got some grit in his game.
I mean, he's a competitor. I mean, plays with that chip on both shoulders. But give me a guy who cares. As a coach, better to have guys you need to rein in rather than those you have to kind of force to be aggressive.
On the way, Irving. 5 to shoot. Good, he hits again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making it GA look all too easy right now. Suns shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Randolph a screen. Okobo, covered by Irving. Okobo, terrific design on the pick flip. He lays it in. He has 6.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Jay, guarded by Jackson. Harden has a wide open look. Randolph grabs the board.
Seriously,
Randolph's got 3 rebounds now in this one. No good from Booker. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Jay, guarded by Jackson. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. This is to Booker. Outside Randolph. Ayton with it. Towns on him. The fadeaway. Bounces high off the rim and drops. That's 10 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Just great awareness there from Ayton. Understands the game plan and reads the game so well.
Outside Irving. Here's Jay. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Phoenix. Well, we've got great dunkers now. But you played at a time when there were sensational dunkers in the NBA.
Yeah, I saw a lot of guys go over the top.
Including yourself.
Too kind. Here's the money. Kevin, I think about those old, when we remember these, the old VHS tapes where we used to get like the dunk highlight tapes. Those are still so fresh in my mind. Dominique Wilkins over the top, MJ over everybody,
Young Vince Carter,
Kenny Skywalker. I mean, just the list goes on and on. But the best in-game dunker, I think it's pretty unanimous that Vince Carter still holds the title.
no good from Booker. Rockets have gone 3 or 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the hand. Out to Chris. Now the pass to Jay. And he jams it with authority.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And here's Booker from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Jay's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Outside, Town. Jay, guarded by Jackson. Here's Jay. Good, that's another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
There's the pick. Okobo, covered by Chris. From deep three-point range, the long distance three is good. 6 points for Josh Jackson.
Huge part of off-season for Jackson is to get more and more consistent and comfortable with that three-point line.
Jay, the kick out to Irving. Buries the long-range jumper. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you could turn it up.
Now, here's Isaac. Changes up. And Booker with a nice bucket inside. 8 points for him.
Booker's that close. The D is done for. Can't let a good scorer like that get whatever he wants, especially on the inside.
Jay, the pass to Chris. Over to the wing. Jay, guarded by Jackson. Kicks it out to Gordon. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. Okobo, covered by Irving. Irving with the steal. Stolen by Jackson. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Fires for 3. He's off on that one. And it's Houston the other way. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time.
It was a completely one-sided series, and that was no surprise to anyone. This first game between them should give us an idea if they're on a little more even ground this season.
Here's Isaac. The Rockets making the shot. For the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
They can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. You can see his guys step up a little more.
Irving passes to Jay. Another bucket. Wow. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Inside. Trying to find Irving. He's got it now. Jackson comes over with the double. Out of bounds, will go to the Suns. And here's a shot chart now, getting a better perspective on where he's been shooting the ball from.
This is the shot chart of a dominant performance. I mean, he's taking a lot of shots because right now he believes that every shot he does take is going in. And you can look the way he plays.
He said get the small ones.
No.
Now, here's Isaac.
Well, it's cheaper for the small ones.
6 to shoot.
Thank you.
Because for 2 it costs $2.50. For 1 it costed $3.90 something like that. I'll be right back. Let's go get John.
Really shocking he didn't take
Yeah.
a golden opportunity there. He needs to be much better in that situation.
There's another.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That'll be his third foul so far. Now, here's Bridges. Not a lot of room. Good work defensively by Capella. Jay, the pass to Bollenboy. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Gotta make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. His defense was just okay.
Kavanaugh kicks to Booker. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Here's a look at some stats for Jay. Great showing for him last season. 13 assists and 11 rebounds. And he led the charge when it came to scoring. Led the team.
And he shot the lights out all year long from a variety of spots on the floor. Love that versatility.
There's the double team with Warren. Capella with the bucket. Capella's got 6.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of a
Yo, the assists are bugged. I had way more than
awareness
6
is
assists.
exactly why this team is so
Six,
hard.
and I just had one.
The screen that frees him up, though, for the jump.
Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Rockets now. Capella, the pass to Bollenboy. Some nice passing there by Houston. Jay, he's covered by Warren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the foul called on Tyler Kavanaugh. That's his first foul. Jay, he's covered by Warren. Here's Jay, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And Booker kicks to Kavanaugh. Now here's Booker. He's got 10. Kavanaugh, the pass to Zeller. Booker, left side. 6 on the shot clock. Zeller setting the pick for Booker. He used that pick just right. Booker's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime after sort of wandering around in the first. He's kicked it into gear here for the second frame.
There's the double team with Warren. Paul. 2 points. That one goes.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint. You know, when Chris Paul came to the Rockets, a lot of people questioned if he and James Harden would be able to share the ball. Both known for being ball-dominant guards. I think you'd have to say it's worked out pretty well.
Here's Jay. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation, using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
And I think Chris Paul never comfortable with that ball-dominant label, Greg. He never played with another guard who could create, certainly on the level of Harden.
No doubt about it. I mean, Low-key, J.J. Redick, the guys who were great shooters, but really more off-the-ball players. Chris needed to be that kind of a playmaker, but with Harden, he has someone just as gifted at creating baskets for himself and others.
To the inside, and Zeller kicks to Bridges. Pass to Kavanaugh. Now, here's Warren. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way out that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. You know, T.J. Warren is a great score. However, many of those buckets he puts in do not include, Brent, the 3-ball.
No, he plays in the mid-range game. Once he gets to certain spots in the mid-range and gets his feet set, he's going to end up scoring 2 points. So off-balance runners, he gets fouled. Just really has a nose for scoring the ball.
Zach Randolph is checked in for Tyler Cavanaugh.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
Picked by Randolph. But tried by Booker. And good that time. Booker's got 10 points in the quarter.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller. Down low. Jay, he's covered by Warren. And again!
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Inside, and it's Warren with the jam.
He's an effortless scorer who knows how to take over. We'll see if they call some more sets for him now.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Suns with the ball. Booker outside. Over in the corner, Warren. Here's Zeller. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so it's the Houston Rockets enjoying the kind of gigantic. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes.
He's making some changes here. Brent, as we take a look at lineups around the NBA, teams trying to go with 5 highly skilled players at once. Where does that leave the traditional big?
Well, most teams just don't have one now, Kevin. I mean, they're just not on the roster.
They're hard to find, yeah.
Well, they're hard to find, but there just aren't many out there. So a lot of teams just elect not to have one. And what we're seeing over the course of the last couple of years is the matchups when all of a sudden a Whiteside is going to see a Drummond, or you're going to see all of a sudden Valanciunas play against DeAndre Jordan. It's usually because you have one, we'll play ours kind of mentality.
So on the floor for Houston. Jay out there with Hartenstein. Then there's Irving. Then there's Gordon. And it's Curry in at the 2. It's deflected. This is the second year with the sponsored patches on the jersey. Advertising more or less. You've gotten used to seeing those things.
Yeah, I think it was no problem last year. I thought, some teams did some really cool creative things with the color schemes, and I don't think we've seen the last of that.
You see it in European games on their jerseys.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to recognize the number with how many advertisements are on the jerseys, but
billboard.
Yeah, I don't think we're done with it yet.
And Booker kicks to Jackson. Ayton with it. Shot clock at 6. Booker against Irving. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Suns making a change here.
Just put it there for the TQ.
Yeah, no.
Do you want to see?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry.
It's okay.
This is it to Hartenstein. Here's Jay. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Pass to Cavanaugh. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. To the middle. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Now, that's a terrific pass. Ayton, with the advanced skill level, he's just going to get better with time.
Here's Jay. And this one goes. Incredible.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And the pass to Kavanaugh. They set the pick. Okobo, defended by Gordon. 5 on the clock, off the pick. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And that's solid fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Great use of the pick to set up a dunk.
So that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You can see the timing there.
Okobo, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
All keyed right there from the lead pass, right on the money.
Houston's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Gets it to go. That one good from Jay.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Pass to Kavanaugh. Kicks to Ayton. There's a good screen. Okobo. No good from outside. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Players are talking about the new sports science. Better sleep, recovery after lifting, playing, traveling, whatever it is. They say it's making a difference. What do you think?
I think it only makes a difference if the guys put it into practice, Kevin. Like, as much information as they can hand out in a team meeting and sort of give you directives about how it is you should rest and when it is you can get your sleep, players won't see those benefits unless they're as disciplined as they are with trying to get better in the offseason as they are with making sure that they get proper rest to be at their athletic best for competition.
Here's Jay. He got it again. Sensational. And there it is. 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget.
Passes it to Kavanaugh. Now here's Ayton. Defense right on. Worked down low that time, and he got the 2-second play.
Trying to cut into this lead. Bad time for a miscue.
Yeah, they may have some ants in the pants right here. You just have to take what the defense gives you.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Bowling Boys checked in, and Paul subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And he makes the first.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Both free throws good from Jay. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. On the wing, Booker swiped it away. Ballin' Boy passes to Jay. And that one is stuffed right through.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. You look around the NBA, amazing players, global interest, franchise values are going through the roof. Do you feel like the league is entering a golden age if it's not already in a golden age?
I think it is, Kevin, at least offensively. What we've seen over the last 5 years with the adoption of most of the teams of the three-point shot, it's been some of the greatest offensive basketball the league has ever seen. And this idea that the evolution of the game stopped when it is that number 23 retired is kind of silly. I love where the game is at. I love where it's going. And I'm excited to be here tonight to watch this action with you.
Which number 23? We've got 2 pretty prominent number 23s in the history of this game.
I was thinking the
most
one I
recent
played
23?
against. Yeah,
Oh,
that
that
guy.
23.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Houston.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And they'll take the win tonight. setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jay.
He was in the zone. He's just a man on a mission, and that helped him notch that triple-double.
Hits it again. Wow.
He just knocked 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. G.A., I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now. Zach Randolph's checked in for Phoenix. Now here's Booker, guarded closely. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Well, Devin Booker is among some of the youngest, most elite scorers that the league has ever seen. The sky is the limit for this guy.
You know, Brett, when you think of Devin Booker, you immediately think scoring. But he's become, as time goes on, an excellent facilitator as well.
Well, I think he's learning to do that, Kevin, because of the playing time that he's getting. And the defenses that he has seen in the early part of his career have been quite unique. 2 out of the first 3 years that he played in the NBA, he's averaging over 20 points. So the passing part of his game, the more feel part of his game, it's coming along nicely.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Farley. And he sinks the shot coming off a strong play.
Really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
And the pass to Jay. So we see Houston taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just...
Hoopers.
Hey, check. Shout out to you for playing big, like a true big man, sending shots back into the stands. Get that shot out of here. Talk about the role his teams asked you to play on the defensive end.
I know my job on this team is to come out and provide rim protection. You know, Coach talks to me about it all the time, and I take a lot of pride in it. If I can change a few shots, get the other team second guessing, then, hey, I've done my job. You know, it makes our entire defensive team much tougher.
You remind me of Dikembe Mutombo. No, 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 no.